Anything new on that trip to the front?
Your request has gone all the way to Stalin, from what I hear. We're still waiting.
How'd you make out on those harbor charts?
I got nowhere, sir. As for operating codes and signals, forget it.
Right. Call me out of retirement for this.
That fellows told me with a straight face that they had no such things. They communicate with Morse and flashing light in plain language.
All right. That's a lot of track, Bug. You marched up?
Well, I showed them the general code and a few script ciphers. Rear Admiral Gorship, the fat one with the red face, tried to stuff him in his briefcase, but I won the rest of the match.
Did you really? You know, you get hung for that, Bug. You should have just turned over all our secret Navy codes and toasted eternal brotherhood in vodka.
You know, of course, we are getting quid pro quo for all forgiving the Russians. I mean, they are killing Germans for us.
They're killing Germans so as not to be killed by Germans. That's the only reason they're killing Germans.
Я поднимаю тост за здоровье товарища Сталина, за господина Рузвельта и господина Черчилля, за ваше здоровье, товарищи, господа.
Ваше здоровье!
Не ужинаете, не пьете. Почему? You don't eat, you don't drink. Don't you like our Russian humble hospitality?
At my limits, Admiral Gorbachev.
Я очень больной человек. I'm a very sick man. I don't want to live. I might as well enjoy myself.
You look better than I do. You're fine.
Problem. Admiral Stanley, let me ask you something. Why the mighty American Navy not even convoy land-lease go to England? I'm afraid of little pink-plated U-boats, huh? Admiral Stanley, in this world, you have to fight to live.
Well, let me tell you something, Gorbachev. Unless your people loosen up with some harbor data and operation signals, hell will freeze over before we convoy to Murmansk.
Do very well to score a bomb hit here tonight.
Слушайте, пожалуйста! Слушайте! Я сижу вместе с представителями Морского флота Соединенных Штатов Америки. Пока все человечество смертельно, опасно собирают морских уточек на якоры. Конечно, улучшенным людям это не нравится. Итак, я пью за день, когда изучение морских флот Соединенных Штатов Америки наконец тупут борьбу против крестителя главного врага всего человечества.
If I'm going to reply to that, Slopes, you're going to have an international incident on your hands.
Would you like me to try, sir, in my lousy Russian?
It's all yours, Pablo.
Go easy. The other Russians didn't like what he said either. Just to drop too much, huh?
Во-первых, я пью за маршала Сталина, который не вводил вашу страну в войну, пока на него не напали. Эта мудрая политика мира дала вам возможность приготовиться. Наш президент придерживается такой же политики, подобно вам. Мы будем бороться, если на нас нападут. И теперь, черт, что такое барнаклс? Ракушки. Ракушкам, прилипшим к нашим судам, придется быстро научиться плавать. Теперь нам будут нужны карты некоторых ваших портов, наши боевые сигналы. Мы хотели бы их получить с переходом, поэтому и хотели выпить за быстроту действий среди друзей. Моих поездок Федор, канцелярия Гитлера и Кремль. Гитлеру такое никогда не удастся, и я пью за это превыше всего. What's the protocol in this case?
I don't know. For God's sake, don't drink till he's ready.
Right.
Благодарю. Благодарю за прекрасный тост.
Не стоит, господин председатель.
Ну а теперь быстро за дело. По-русски.
Товарищ президент.
Коды, сигналы, все дашь им сегодня. Немедленно. По поводу кодов, сигналов и прочее распоряжение дано. Распорядился Сталин.
Благодарю вас, господин председатель.
У вас еще есть какие-нибудь вопросы ко мне?
Да, есть, сэр. И знаете, просьба господина Хопкинса, я полагаю, что вы не разрешили быть своим обозревателем на передовой линии.
Надеюсь, у господина Губкинса для этой просьбы есть веские основания. Я полагаю, что ваш доклад должен подтвердить Америке необходимость открытия второго фронта в Европе немедленно.
He's a shocking character, but speak of the devil.
Ah, by God, that wind's got a bite in it. You don't suppose Jerry's beginning to feel it in his bones a bit, do you, Victor? Well, I'm going, by God.
Oh? You're going where?
Aye, to the front with you, of course. That clearance of yours, or whatever it is, must be the secret password. Well, actually, Pam's the only stag just now.
Pamela, you're not going.
Yes, I am. So don't say a word. If you're going, I'm going too.
I do need the girl, Victor. In fact, I'm utterly helpless without her.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. The Russians will never allow it anyway.
Actually, Victor, I wouldn't be too sure of that. I said that you two were old and dear friends.
Why, you unscrupulous old horror.
Tangier? Yes, Colonel. Yes, of course. And thank you. Pack you into drawers, Pamela. We leave for the front in the morning. I see Moscow is getting ready, Colonel.
Moscow is ready, Mr. Tetzberg.
Of course, one can always get still more ready.
Yes, yes.
Why didn't we just drive straight ahead?
Actually, we are going a bit out of the way to show you something interesting.
These German tanks were probing and got caught. Their comrades left and didn't stop to bury them, being in a slight hurry. The chief of staff in this sector, General Yolenko, thought this might interest your President Roosevelt. Tonight at the regimental headquarters, we dine with the general.
Yes, Captain. In my sector, we are outnumbered. We have fewer tanks and fewer guns than the Nazis. But still we might yet surprise Fritz.
Will they take Moscow, General?
Нет. Никогда! Никогда! Excuse me. Not through my sector. And if they do take it, well, we will drive them out of Moscow, then out of Russia. А я им сказал, что мы будем победить.
Is that your belief, General, or talk for the troops?
Russian troops need no such talk. They are fighting for their lives, homeland. But I'm told you are an observer, Captain. Those dead freezers you saw today lying in the snow, did you observe their uniforms? What about them? What about them? Видел, я видел. А черт. Summer uniforms. Where were their great coats and winter boots? They planned a short summer war, didn't they? And now it's October, and the snow is falling. We are going to beat them, Captain.
Just you wait and see. The shepherd will tend his sheep. The valley will bloom again. And Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds Just you wait and see. Dear God, it is a long way to Tipperary, isn't it?
Not nearly so far as Washington, D.C.
This afternoon, when we were looking at those destroyed German tanks, I suddenly had this vision of the war coming to an end. It seems such a strange idea. The Germans beaten, Hitler dead. The lights going on again in London.
It's a pipe dream, Pamela. The Germans are winning. We're very close to Moscow right here.
Trust you to shatter my illusions. Victor, do you know what I felt when you said the Germans are winning? I felt almost relieved. Relieved. And what kind of mad reaction is that?
It's not so mad. The war is something different when it's on. You know, the expensive fireworks, the travel to strange places.
The interesting company.
The interesting company.
Where are we going tomorrow?
Well, I'm off to the front. You and Talkie are staying in a little village a few miles back.
How long will you be gone?
Just a few hours.
It's the flight over Berlin all over again, isn't it?
It is not. I'll be on the ground in friendly territory all the way. Now, that's quite a difference.
I want to kiss you goodbye. Tomorrow morning I won't be able to. I love you. No, don't say anything. I just wanted you to hear me say it. You've never heard me say it before, but it's been true for such a long time.
I think we'd better go back inside.
The Germans have been shelling us trying to draw our fire, but we win. You will see, Captain, just how little these British know. Давай, товарищ.
Их можно всех расстрелять, как воробьев.
Ага, и стать позицию. Благодарствую, господин американец.
Когда они кончат строить мост и начнут переходить через реку, вот тогда можно хорошо заткнуть им глотки.
Вы сможете сдержать позицию, если они перейдут через реку.
Ну, если до этого дойдет, что ж, со всему своя время. Русский солдат умеет.
Солдат обязан жить, товарищ. Жить и воевать. Когда они кончат строить мост и станут переходить через реку, вот тогда мы дадим этим гитлеровским крысам. Правда, Бойко? Тут
Точно, товарищ полковник. Точно так.
I hope you saw what you wanted to see.
I saw a lot.
It is not easy to understand the front just by looking at it.
I understand that you need a second front.
Can you understand the man sing?
Hello there. Hey, you're ready? She's in the church. There's an artillery spotter in the tower. Said to be a great view. I couldn't climb up the damn belfry. I understand, Colonel, there's a downed Junkers 88 in the field nearby. Think you could show it to me?
Certain.
Good. Get coming on,
I
Victor.
know, I've seen a lot of Junkers. I think I'll join Pamela.
Right, lead on, Colonel.
Victor. Oh, how is the front?
Quiet.
Вы американский офицер?
Да.
Ну, посмотрите, пожалуйста.
Посмотри.
What is it?
Just a minute.
Здесь Непар! Здесь Непар, товарищ командир! Слышь, выбери меня!
Tanks.
Germans.
На коде 200.
That's the direction we came from.
Gandine said there was some trouble up north. They must have broken across the river and hooked around the woods behind us. Don't worry, it's not a very large unit.
Разумею, товарищ командир, разумею! Наши батареи движутся к ним. Когда они перейдут перед вами, они их разнесет на части.
Good.
people of the forgery!
What's happening?
Russian army. I think they surprised the Germans. The Russians are winning out there, Pam.
Oh my God.
Это говорит американский обозреватель. Ты меня понимаете?
Да, где гражданин?
Убить самолета.
Hello there! There's a monstrous tank battle going on just outside the town. They say there's more than 100 tanks running around. I say, Pat, you're all right, aren't you?
I'm just splendid talking, thank you.
Well, you're all right. I'm glad. Now we must go straight back to Moscow.
Impossible! I want to have a look when the fight's over. I must interview the tank.
There has been a very big breakthrough in the north. Moscow is in danger. All foreign missions will be evacuated to the Caucasus. We must skedaddle. Who's there? It's Captain Henry. Giving you up for lost.
We're all fine. Have they stolen all the typewriters? I have to write a report.
A report? Are you insane? You've got to get on the next train to Kuibyshev. Tonight, if possible. And the Tudsberries, too.
We've been to the Foreign Office. They're assuming responsibility for all neutral stragglers. We have to check back in the morning.
Oh, well, then that's that. There's a typewriter, I think, in Colonel Yaton's office. I don't know about a table or a chair. This mad gang of Georgian workmen came and covered and stacked all the furniture.
Why are you still here?
Oh, I'm keeping things going here with the skeleton staff until our mission gets set up in Kuibyshev. I'm the head skeleton.
How come you stuck with this duty? It's a bit thick after Warsaw, isn't it?
Well, I'm familiar with the drill, so I volunteered.
Oh, a huge pouch came in from Stockholm the day you left. There was stuff in it from Rome. Would you, care to see Natalie and your new grandson? He's quite handsome, don't you think? Would you care to keep that?
Certainly unless you send it to you.
I'd only lose it. Besides, I have better pictures of Natalie.
You sure? Okay, thanks. Did she say anything about going home?
They're on the Pan Am Clipper from Lisbon. They leave next month.
Oh, that's a relief.
Oh, there was something else in here. Looks like Navy business. Anything good?
New orders. Command of the California.
Oh, what's that?
That's a battleship, Leslie.
You don't say. Well, I should think you'd find that a bit confining after the sort of thing you've been doing. I mean, not many naval officers have talked to Stalin face to face.
I'm not entirely unhappy with these orders, Leslie.
Oh. Well, then I suppose congratulations are in order? Forgot to ask. Did you run into any trouble at the front?
We heard some firing, saw some Germans. I better get at that report. Dear Mr. President, command of the California fulfills my life's ambitions. I can only try to serve in a way that will justify this trust. At Mr. Hopkins' request, I have toured the front outside Moscow. I am writing him a long, detailed report, but my bottom judgment is that the Russians will hold and in time will drive them out. The cost will be terrible, and meanwhile they need and deserve all the help we can send them. But they are killing large numbers of Germans. I saw many of the dead ones.
Captain? We have a visitor I think you might want to meet. A distant relation of yours. He's been here to see me before.
Oh, this is good surprise. The father of Byron here in Moscow.
I'm here on the business of my government. What are you doing as a soldier?
When I go away from Minsk, I tell the Russians I am soldiers. Yes, so much confusion, they put me in construction battalion.
The question is, Mr. Jastrow, what are you doing back in Moscow?
I hear all foreigners, they leave. So I've come to ask what happened to the documents I give you.
I'm sorry to say, but our intelligence people questioned their authenticity.
No, Mr. Slot, I show you photographs, no?
Yes.
I can bring 10 people tomorrow who will tell you such stories of children, of the mothers of children, old people. The Germans, they put them on big automobiles, they transport to woods, then there's a big hole in the ground and they kill them with machine gun. Not only Minsk, this is everywhere.
Dear Chuck, I am one man, almost alone now. I am responsible for all my country's affairs in Moscow.
But President Roosevelt, he must know about this crazy killing of innocent people. President Roosevelt is the einzige Mensch in the ganze Welt. He is the only man in the world who can stop it, so please. Please, Capitan Henry, who can tell President Roosevelt all these facts? Who? No? What happens to Natalie, my niece?
This picture was taken a few weeks ago. You should be on their way home soon.
Oh, this is small Byron. God's a little pit. May God keep him from trouble. I leave my family in woods. I come between German lines so Americans will know what is happening. My document is true. I must go now. I pray to God somebody will have heart to
tell President Roosevelt.
Our intelligence people had a look at his stuff. They decided he was an NKVD plant. I tried to tell them otherwise, but they're convinced he faked up the atrocity reports for American consumption to stoke up a war fever.
You saw his evidence? And what did you think of it?
I was inclined to believe it.
So, what did you do about it?
Well, uncharacteristically, I took quite a chance. I showed it to New York Times man here. It ended up as a small back page article. You know, there have been so many German war atrocities, you know. It did earn me a stiff official reprimand. What does he expect me to do? Go over the head of the ambassador? Head of the State Department? Write direct to the president? It's insane.
It could mean the end of your career.
Exactly. What would you do?
I'm not sure. I now take the liberty to add, Mr. President, that the embassy has received documentary evidence of an almost incredible mass slaying of Jews by German paramilitary units outside the city of Minsk. With full awareness that you might consider this communication the worst kind of effrontery, I venture to suggest that you ask to see this material about Minsk yourself. Yeah?
God, you're here, old friend. I'm sorry to crash in on you like this. I say, you're all right, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I'm just great. I've been up all night typing a report. What's up, Tusbury?
Well, this is going to be difficult, Victor. But here it is straight. Are you and Pamela lovers?
What?
Well, you know, sleeping together. That sort of rot.
Of course not.
Odd enough, I didn't think you were. That makes it all the more baffling. When we returned last night, there was a letter from a gallant fella. It seems he's escaped and is safe and well and waiting for her in England.
Well, that's good news, Tusbury. What's the problem?
The problem is, old chap, she's just told me flatly that she's not going back to London unless you're going there. Now, this is wild nonsense. She's turned to stone. There's no reasoning with her. And the worst thing is, some RAF fellas are being flown out at noon, and we've got the last 2 seats.
Where is she?
She's gone for a walk in Red Square. Won't even pack, you see. I don't want to come the heavy father on you, Victor. But what about common sense? You don't want her trailing around after you, a happily married man.
No, of course not.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
Look, you go back to your suite. I'll see if I can find her.
Good. But do hurry, there's a good chap. That plane leaves at noon.
Damn, the governor went and told you.
That's right.
There's something I've got to say to you. Let's go over there. What are your plans? Are you all set for Queensshire if you're going to go to London?
That's all been changed. I have new orders. I'm going to command a battleship, the California.
Command a battleship?
Not bad, huh?
Oh my God, that's smashing. How happy your wife will be. Where's California based?
Pearl Harbor. Oahu. It's on the Hawaiian Islands.
Why? All right, I'll find a way to get myself to Hawaii. There must be a British consulate there or a military liaison of some sort. There has to be.
Pamela, you're engaged.
I won't marry Ted. It's a beastly decision, but I've made it. I won't marry him.
My wife will probably come to Pearl.
I should think she would.
Now, what did you have in mind exactly?
Well, I thought that you and I could deceive her discreetly until you're tired of me and then I'd go home.
I don't understand that sort of arrangement.
No, I didn't think you would. I know it must seem shocking and immoral to you, but I don't see what else I can do. I love you, and I'm only happy when I'm with you. I don't want to be separated from you anymore. You must agree to my proposition. It's not such a bad one, really.
Pamela, I know this sort of chance is not going to roll around again in my life, but I simply
It
can't.
won't. It won't. People to whom it happens even once are very lucky, so you can't marry me. Well, we must accept
Wait
that.
a minute. I didn't say I couldn't marry you. If I love you enough to have an affair with you behind my wife's back, and I love you enough to ask her for a divorce, to me the injury is the same.
Now you listen to me, Victor. Unless you forbid me right here and now, I shall get myself to Hawaii, and sooner than you'd believe possible. Oh, what a nuisance I must be to you, draping myself around your neck at this point. Do you love me?
I love you.
You're sure, are you? Say it again, just once more.
I love you.
Well, what move shall I make today?
You go quietly back to London.
London, but I thought...
There's no alternative, Pam. I'll write to you or cable.
When?
As soon as I know.
Very well, I'll wait. God, how I love you.
Moscow. How does he do all these assignments, Rhoda? I mean, Moscow. It's the end of the earth.
I haven't the faintest idea, Tammy. But of course, President Roosevelt does rely on him, so I have to suppose there must be a good reason. And that's a Navy for you, no consideration for the wives and moms.
Could you dance too? I've got to get out of here.
Excuse me? Oh, go ahead, dear. I'm fine.
Hello, Rhoda.
Palmer.
I told you Washington was a small town. May I have this dance? I'm sorry, Rhoda. I won't bother you again.
Don't be silly, Palmer. I'd love to dance with you.
Back to punt on his own 28-yard line. Ralph Hill and Hank Mazer, the safeties for Army, on their own 40-yard line. The snap. And Warner gets off a high, booming punt, driving Mazer back to his own 35. Mazer makes the catch. Wheels left and wait a minute. It's a lateral reverse. Mazer is lateral to Hill on the 32. Hill is racing to the far sidelines. Hill breaks one tackle. Now another. He's in the clear with only the punter Warner between him and Trainer. He's at the 80, 40-yard line. Now the 35, 30. And he's brought down to the 26-yard line.
Hey, Pop.
Hello, Red.
You told me you were here. Come on over and sit with us. We got a table back here.
Oh, maybe at the halftime. It's more like old times sitting out here on the grass.
You're dead right. Where I join you.
And it's Mazer smashing into the 80 line. He goes off the tackle to the 58, to the 10, all the way down inside the 30. Everyone in this stadium is on their feet as Army comes up out of the huddle. Sets the signals. The ball goes back to Watkins. Watkins smashes into the center of the line. Touchdown! It's touchdown Army.
I'm afraid we're going to lose this one, old buddy. They got a great backfield. You know, we could use old Pug Henry in there.
Yeah. 15-yard penalty for illegal use of the wheelchair. Hey, you're the original Simon Legree, aren't you, Red?
Yeah? How's that?
Sending the devilfish out on exercises right in the middle of the Army and Navy game? What's the matter? You expecting a war or something?
They're due back at 1200. Be tied up alongside for 2 weeks. Listen, tell me you flew here via Tokyo.
That's right.
What's a straight ski, Pug, huh? Are those Japs really going to start something? They're going to fight. I mean, back in July when Roosevelt turned off their oil, well, he had all these scary alerts, but nothing happened.
I don't know, Red. They're strange people. As far as I can make out, the odds don't matter much when it comes to fighting.
All I know is, if they do go, we're in trouble. The state of readiness in the Philippines is appalling. But when was the last time you heard from Byron?
Why?
Well, I hate to have to tell you this. That kid of yours has got more brass. Just the other day, he walked into my office and asked for a transfer to the Atlantic Fleet. So his own skipper just turned him down. Byron was trying to go over his head. I told him, Pug. I said this word for word, that if he weren't your son, I'd have kicked his butt right out of my office.
Well, his wife and baby are in Italy, and he's worried.
They're all separated from our kinfolk nowadays, Pug. Listen, I'm trying to comb out submarine officers from tenders and destroyers. Now listen, Pug. I'd do anything for a son of yours.
Now, don't put it that way, Red. Byron's just another officer. If you can't do it, you can't do it.
I'm glad you said that.
Red, his family problems are really serious. But it's all possible. Transfer.
At this moment in the nation's capital, Japanese envoys are meeting with American diplomats. At issue is Japan's demand that the United States resume shipments of oil and scrap iron and recognize Japan's right to rule East Asia.
But I'll do all I can to make it a successful one for the sake of two countries, Japan and the United States.
But the talks are stalemated. America is insisting Japan call off the war in China and withdraw from the Asian mainland. Meanwhile, the Imperial Japanese fleet is underway. Only a very few flag officers know where it is going and why. And as the Japanese task force steams east, a much smaller American task force sorties from Pearl Harbor, steaming west. Admiral William Halsey on the USS Enterprise is ferrying 12 Marine fighter planes to Wake Island, which presently has no air defense at all.
Attention on deck. Carry on. You fellows all heard this yesterday. The Admiral's asked me to read it to you again. Battle order number 1. The Enterprise is now operating under war conditions. At any time, day or night, you must be ready for action. Steady nerves and stout hearts are needed now. Signed by me, approved by Vice Admiral William F. Halsey, Commander Aircraft Battle Force, dated 30 November 1941.
I have reliable information that someone said this piece of paper gives every one of you carte blanche to plunge the United States of America into the World War. Now, would the brave soul who said that care to step forward? What's your name?
Lieutenant Warren Henry, sir.
You think this order permits you to plunge this country into war, do you?
Sir, I added I was all for it.
You're all for it, eh? Why? What are you, some bloodthirsty killer type?
Admiral, I think we're in this war already. We're fighting it with both hands tied behind us.
Gentlemen, this force was stripped for action weeks ago. There is nothing loose, disposable, or inflammable left aboard the Enterprise that I know of. Except the wardroom piano. I made that exception myself. Now, there will be no friendly vessels in our path. They've all been warned away. So any ships that we encounter will belong to the enemy. And if we don't shoot first, we may not get a chance to shoot. Therefore, this force will shoot first and argue afterward. The responsibility is mine. Questions?
Probably not. Depending on events.
You know, that was really great news about the California. I could hardly believe what Monroe told me about it.
What's the latest on Natalie?
She's flying to Lisbon on the 15th. You know, I got a picture of the boy. It's incredible how much they look like my baby pictures. You ought to see them.
I'm looking forward to it.
Damn, it's rotten being so far apart. Hey there, Dad. It's Harrison Avenue.
What do you say we take a look at the old house?
Oh, why not? Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, this place has been deserted.
I don't know. Looks like a long time.
Looks like it shrunk. Where's it being so much bigger? Hey, look at there, Dad. That's where Warren threw that can of red paint at me. Still got the stain. Back looks like. Hey, look up there, Dad. You used to sit in the porch when you tutored me?
You remember that, huh?
Yeah.
I shouldn't think that'll be a very pleasant memory.
Why not? You missed all that school. Thought somebody had to do it when I had the accident.
Yeah, but I was such a lousy tutor. Maybe your mother should have taken it on. But she was always busy with one thing or another. For all the times I lost my temper, Byron, I apologize.
I don't mind.
You cried sometimes. You didn't cry when the truck hit you. Pain never made you cry.
Just sometimes you run that angry voice that scare the hell out of me. It's all right. I like staying with you. I understood you.
Well, now that we've seen the house, how about some lunch? Maybe a quick game of tennis. Plane doesn't leave till 6.
You know, outside of those 3 days in Lisbon with Natalie, I was happier here than I've ever been in my life. I love this old house.
Yeah, that's the trouble with a service career. Never strike roots. Raise a family of tumbleweeds. Come on, let's go. Well, you sure ran the old guy around.
I got a head deal, guy. Still in pretty good shape.
Just trying to keep the old wreck afloat. Incidentally, didn't you say that Natalie is flying to Lisbon on the 15th?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, now the 15th's almost here, isn't it? About that transfer request. Couldn't you table it now that they're coming home?
Table it? It's tabled. I mean, turned down. What more do you want?
I mean in your own mind, Bridie.
I'm assuming she's going to get home with the baby. Otherwise, I'd desert and go fetch her out. And I still want to be transferred. I want to see him. I want to be near him. I've never even seen my own son.
There's another side to it. Your squadron is in desperate need of watch officers. They're on a war alert.
Dad, what do you want? I haven't asked you to go use your influence on Tully, have I?
I'm sure glad you haven't. Tully stressed the point getting you into that May class. That was different.
Oh, yeah. And I'm eternally grateful to the both of you. That's why my son was born in Italy, and that's why I'm separated from my wife from the whole wide world.
Maybe we better just drop it.
Good idea, dear.
Well, I guess this is it then.
You'll be seeing Janice and Warren in a couple days. Give him my love. Tumbleweed's blowing apart, man.
That's exactly right. Tumbleweed's blowing apart. I pray for Natalie and your son, Byron.
I know you do, Dad. Thanks.
Natalie.
Herb, how are you?
Just fine.
I'm sorry, do you know Phil Briggs with the New York Times? This is Herb Rose, who runs the Paramount office here in Rome.
Hi.
Spotted you speaking Japanese over there. It's very impressive.
Well, I had a studio office in Tokyo for a couple of years. I had no choice but to pick up the lingo. I was going to call you. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. Listen, we'll be right back. Excuse us, Phil.
Sure.
What is going on?
Now listen carefully. You have to talk fast. War with the Japs may be a matter of days, maybe hours.
How do you know?
Well, I've been in a position to do these guys a favor from time to time. Now, I want you and your uncle to go to the Coliseum tomorrow morning at 9.
What for?
You'll be offered a chance to get out of Italy right away.
How?
Via Palestine.
Palestine. That's a more dangerous place than Italy.
Not according to Herb Rose.
And it's a hellhole. A desert full of flies, Arabs, and diseases.
Come on, Adam.
Anyway, Herbert is leaving illegally, isn't he? And that's risky. In a touch-and-go situation like this, the first principle is not to give the authorities an excuse to act against you. Obey orders. Keep your papers straight, your head down, your spirits up, and your money in cash. That is our ancient race wisdom. Above all, stay within the law. You sure Herbert said the Coliseum?
Yes, Aaron, I'm sure. Let's just wait here.
Dr. Aaron Destro? Would you be good enough to autograph my copy of your A Jewish Jesus?
Please, that picture gives me the horrors. I've disintegrated beyond recognition.
Obviously not, since I recognized you by it. I am Avram Rabinovitz, Mrs. Henry. How do you do? I am glad you've come. I asked Mr. Rose what other American Jews were left in Rome, and I was amazed to learn that the great writer Aaron Destro was here, with his beautiful niece.
We'd better walk around.
We are sailing from Naples on the flat tide tomorrow. Are you coming?
You're a ship's captain?
Not exactly. I have chartered a vessel. This won't be an easy voyage. The ship is an old one, and it's small. It's been transporting hides, feds, horses, and such things. So the smell is interesting, but it will take us there.
How long a voyage will it be?
I want to be frank about this. Depending upon the current situation, we may have to go to Turkey and then proceed overland through the mountains into Galilee.
You're talking of an illegal entry.
If it can be illegal for a Jew to go home, yes. But we don't think so.
I have a 2-month-old baby. Can he make this trip?
Well, Mrs. Henry, haven't you heard the stories coming from Poland and Russia? Maybe you should take some risks to get your baby out of Europe. You want to think it over, I'm sure. Mr. Rose will telephone you tonight at 6 o'clock and ask you whether you want the tickets for the opera. Tell him yes or no, and that will be that.
We're very grateful to you.
For what? My job is moving Jews to Palestine. Is your baby a girl or a boy?
He's a little boy, but he's only half Jewish.
Never mind. We'll take you. We need boys.
I'm tired. I want to go.
He's so warm.
My dear, I'm sure it's nothing but a little touch of cold.
Hello?
Natalie, Herb Rose. I was just wondering, you want those opera tickets?
Herb, I don't really know what to do. The baby seems to be coming down with something. Herb, I think we better wait for the later tickets.
You're making a mistake, Natalie. I think this is the last performance. You sure?
Positive.
Okay. Good luck, kid.
December 7th, 1941, 5:32 a.m. The Japanese fleet lies some 230 nautical miles north of the island of Oahu. 5 days earlier, with the Washington negotiations still deadlocked, the Japanese Imperial Council arrived at a decision. Unless the fleet is sighted by the enemy any time before December 6th, it will be irrevocably committed to strike. Now, as dawn breaks on this Sunday morning, the fleet remains undetected. And as the heavy carriers swing their bows into the wind, they are less than 2 hours striking distance from the bulk of the U.S. fleet anchored at Pearl Harbor.
Yaguchi's. We're out of eggs.
Yes, ma'am. Is Mr. Warren coming home today?
Yeah, the Enterprise is due in this morning, and he's gonna want some breakfast. Mr. Yaguchi, 1 dozen eggs, please, and can you pick me out a nice pineapple?
Yes, ma'am. And this one okay?
Good.
saw a drill. Oh, for heaven's sake, a drill? How stupid do you think I am? 100 Jap planes, maybe more. Sailors are burning up and drowning out there. Warren, my God! What happened? Baby, what happened?
We were flying patrol ahead of the Enterprise. And we saw the bastards till 6 of them jumped us out of the sun. Shut me down, Jerry. Killed my radio man.
Here's one more pass at writing that famous letter. I've already torn up 2 false starts. In Tokyo, I actually went to the cable office and wrote out the message. Come. Yet I didn't send it.
Captain, can you come up here a minute?
Why are we going back, Ed?
Think it's for real?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Honestly, never thought they'd go. Attacking Pearl will get green.
I hope so. What are your plans?
Going back to Wake Island. I raised the control tower there. All quiet so far.
How and when do we get the Pearl, Ed?
God knows, Captain.
Still say you should go to the hospital.
Oh, honey, I'm fine. Anyway, the hospital's gonna be jammed. I'll get cleaned up here. I'm gonna go over to Ford Island, see what's going on there, maybe get another plane.
All right, hold still, honey.
Oh, honey, I wish you could have seen their faces downtown when I came climbing out of that palm tree, dragging my parachute behind me. It was one madhouse. Oh, I saw this beautiful Chinese gal go galloping across Dillingham Boulevard in nothing but a bra and pink panties.
You wouldn't notice something like that, even if they shut your arm clean off. Oh, stop.
off the Enterprise. I'm a dive bomber pilot. Yes, sir. Jeff shot me down. I gotta find another plane and get back to this fight. How about you taking me over to Ford Island? All right, sir.
Be careful, baby! Okay, come back to me!
Roger.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation, and at the solicitation of Japan, was still in conversation with its government and its emperor, looking toward the maintenance of peace in the Pacific. Indeed, 1 hour after the Japanese squadrons commenced bombing in Oahu, the Japanese ambassador to the United States and his colleague delivered to the Secretary of State a formal reply to a recent message from America. With confidence in our armed forces, with the unbounding determination of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph. So help us God. I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
Ladies and gentlemen, this short period of time, this war is wild. The short period of time the presidential address is completely over. A total of not more than 500 words at the most. Mr. Roswell is leading the roster now on the arm of Captain James Rhoda.
We should have gone to Palestine.
Don't be hasty, Natalie. He's declared war only on Japan.
But Japan is part of the Axis. Hello? Yes? It's the American Embassy. The ambassador wants to talk to you.
Mr. Ambassador? Yeah, I see. You really think you can manage that? We would be desperately grateful, sir. So just sit tight until we hear from you. Thank you.
Well?
The Italians have suspended all exit visas for Americans.
Oh, God.
We may still be all right. The ambassador has connections in the immigration office. He's sure that they'll waive the suspension in our case, so we can still leave on the 15th.
Marvelous.
Provided the United States doesn't go to war with Germany and Italy. Otherwise...
That's probably just another false alarm. What do you think?
You only have 3 fish. The order's called for 6.
Hanson, you want to work that crane?
Give it a try, Mr.
Here they come, boys!
They do, those fish are all gonna go up.
Yeah, we lose these torpedoes, we might as well scrap the squadron.
Hanson, go get us some help. Let you guys load torpedoes. Come on, go! Come in!
All right, here's the situation. We took it real bad back at the anchorage. Key line looks like she's a goner. Sea Dragon still might be safe. So, Branch, I want you to go back there and see if you can help out.
Aye, aye, sir.
Ahoy, devil fish! Restoration to come alongside!
Who the hell is this now?
Beerus, sir. He was on a work party.
Mr. Henry sent me to tell you his party's all right, sir! They're taking the torpedoes out of the shop right now! You that thing is still standing? Yes, sir! Bob blew in another direction, Mr. Henry. Got some trucks. We've been taking them torpedoes out right and left, sir! Here! Stand by and come on aboard! Yes, sir! Take this float back from the mayday!
My God, they left us. All right, Pierce, let's get the hell out of here. Come on, Pierce, come off! Yes, sir.
Holy cow! Boy, howdy, howdy!
Can you beat that?
Oh, Byron! Touch it on yard!
Afternoon, sir.
Carry on, man. Well, how many did you save?
26, sir. We had to leave. The fire was closing in.
Well done, that's quick thinking.
Well, it was Hanson's idea, sir.
Oh, who's Hanson?
Hanson?
What's your rate?
To beat him in first class, sir.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, sailor. You're chief to beat him now.
Thank you, sir.
As you were.
I want a full report on this, Byron. The names and rates of all your working parties.
Yes, sir.
Boy, one more thing. Are you still interested in that transfer to Subforce Atlantic?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. I submit another request. I think I can assure you that it will get favorable consideration.
Thank you, sir.
Fine. Now just haul this gear over to Marvell's and report to the Devilfish. Captain Holman's got his hands full over there.
Aye, aye, sir.
Very good.
All right, Pierce. Come on, get me out of here, son.
Captain, we're coming into Hawaii now. The skipper wants to know if you'd like to come up and sit beside him.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the fleet in a few minutes, Captain.
to pick out the California, Captain. Maybe she's sortie.
Yes, sir.
Captain Victor Henry, see Admiral Kimmel.
Sir, you really don't expect to see Admiral Kimmel today, do you?
I've just arrived to assume command of the California.
Excuse me. Captain Victor Henry to see the Admiral? You may have to wait all day or even a week, sir. You know what the situation is.
I have the general picture.
Would you care to sit down? Well, yes, ma'am. Certainly. The Admiral will see you right away, sir. That's the second door down, to the right.
Thank you. Sir, about the California.
Oh, that's right. You were supposed to relieve Chip Wollaston on the California, weren't you?
How did she come out of it?
You haven't heard?
No, sir. I came straight here.
Well, she took 2 torpedoes to port. Several bomb hits and near misses. One bomb penetrated below decks, causing a big fire. She's down at the bow, sinking. Preliminary estimates, 1.5 years out of action, possibly 2. That's all top secret, of course. Come on, chin up, Pug. You'll get another command.
Yes, sir. Only thing is, Admiral, there aren't that many battleships available. Not anymore.
Now, see here, Pug. Washington was crying wolf about the Japs for a year while the paper pushers were giving away our hardware to the Russians and the British. We didn't even have the wherewithal for proper patrols. God knows I didn't want to rely on the Army. But what could I do? Oh, well. The milk is spilt, the horse is stolen, and I think it's pretty clear that President Roosevelt was too damned interested in the wrong enemy, the wrong ocean, the wrong war.
Well, sir, I can see how busy you are.
Yes, well, I do have a thing or 2 on my mind. Nice seeing you, Pug.
Thank you, sir.
Dad? Where on earth are you calling from?
I'm in Pearl.
You mean you're here? You're in Pearl Harbor?
Just got in this morning.
This is wonderful. Warren just got back, too. I'll put him on in a second. But, Dad, you've got to promise me that you'll come up and stay with us the whole time you're here.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Here.
Hey, Dad?
How are you, son?
Yeah, I'm fine. Look, I'll tell you all about it when you get here. Dad, you know about the California?
Yes.
I'm sorry about that, I really am. Look, I'll tell you what, when you get here, I'm gonna have the bar wide open and Jenny will be putting dinner on the table.
Sounds fine. I'll see you in a little while.
Bye, Dad.
Long time since we see you in the club, Mr. Henry.
Very long time, sons. Pamela, I'm finishing this letter in Pearl Harbor. In Manila, Byron and I visited the old house we once lived in. Memories overwhelmed me. Rhoda, the kids. Those were the sweetest and best days of my life. Is it really in the cards for me to start over, to have new babies learning to talk, little boys playing on the grass, a little girl twining her arms around my neck? Facts are sometimes hard on dreams. The facts are plain to me at last. I'm a family man. I'm a one-woman man. And I've got to fight a war. I said I love you, Pamela. I do. I guess I'll love you until I die. Don't come. Yours forever, Pug.
Dieses Recht zum Leben wird es sich sicherstellen, auch wenn 1000 Churchills sich dagegen verschwören wollten.
He's a maniac, after all.
Daher heute dem amerikanischen Geschäftsträger
Seemingly clever,
die Pässe zu stellen.
persuasive, forceful, but a maniac. Best I never grasped it before. I thought he'd play act.
Die Regierungen Englands und der Vereinigten Staaten von Amerika haben sich aus diesem Grunde nicht nur für die Gegenwart, jeder berechtigten Revision zu herbeiführen, einer besseren Neuordnung der Welt entgegengesetzt.
Now what?
I'm afraid that was it. Said he called in the United States diplomats and given them their papers.
All I can say is I couldn't be less surprised.
Mussolini still has to talk. We'll know about him in about an hour.
Aaron, what choice has he got?
We will have a glass of sherry. Would you like one?
I think I better keep my wits about me today, what's left of them.
Well, don't despair, Natalie. I still have one very good card to play. Remember my friend, Father Enrico Spinelli, the Vatican librarian? Well, he'll be coming around in a little while to drive us to the Piazza Venezia. He knows all the newspaper men, so we're going to hear and see Mussolini from the press section.
Aaron, I don't want to take the baby into that fascist mob.
Well, my dear, it is visible history. And since we are in a tight spot, we might just as well get the good of it. Like Natalie, do you know I'm a Catholic?
What? What do you mean?
Then you don't know. I thought perhaps you were being tactful all these years, but it's quite true.
Are you serious? What am I supposed to say?
It's the family skeleton. I converted when I was 23. Of course, it never took. I fear I'm not the right blood type for that or any other religion. But at the time, the act was sincere.
Ah, so that's what it was. I wondered why we could never talk about you.
Well, it's understandable. But the important thing is, I still have the documents. Father Spinelli has copies. So you see, we do have friends in the Vatican. That would be a very useful insurance if we need it.
you manage to hear the Führer's speech?
Yeah.
How could he do this? Roosevelt declared war only on Japan. Just as we came into land, I saw a supply train halted in the snow, half buried. I know. The same all the way along the front. Failure of supplies, insufficient strength, unexpected bad weather. Terrible.
The Führer thought it would be bad for the troops' morale to even hint we could not win in the summer.
Führer. Great fighting men. But they're being pushed beyond all endurance.
Now let us hope the Russians are worse off than we are.
Out there. Can you make out the dark red mass to the right?
Kremlin.
Might as well be the moon.
General Guderian,
Yes, Colonel?
Berlin is online at the command post for General von Rome.
Thank you.
Ron, have you heard the news out there?
Yes, General.
We couldn't be more surprised here. We are devastated.
But at least Japan must come in now against Russia. That will take the pressure off the Moscow front. And we can look for an attack on Vladivostok.
We cannot. Japan has not declared war against Russia. The Führer did not demand it of them.
That is not possible. Beyond belief.
Yes, but it has happened. He just went ahead and took on the United States.
There's no plan, no strategy for war with the United States.
That is why you must return at once to Berlin to draw up a wholly new operational scheme. All-out two-front war with possible major enemy landings in the West. And you will report to Halder.
Halder?
I'm resigning my command. I'm very sick.
Forgive me, General. I must return to Berlin at once. Problems.
Meanwhile, in Rome, with the die already cast for him by Hitler's declaration of war against the United States, Mussolini addresses the Italian people.
Questa è un'altra giornata di decisioni solenni nella storia d'Italia e di memorabili eventi destinati ad imprimere un nuovo corso nella storia dei continenti. Le potenze del patto di acciaio, l'Italia fascista e la Germania nazionalsocialista, sempre più strettamente unite, scendono oggi al lato dell'eroico Giappone. Contro gli Stati Uniti d'America. Il tripartito
oggi nell'esercito militare e schiera sotto le sue bandiere 250 milioni di uomini, risoluti a tutto pur di vincere. Innumerevoli colpi che nelle immense distese del Pacifico sono stati inferti alle forze americane mostrano di quale tempra siano i soldati del sole levante. Io dico, e voi lo sentite, che è un privilegio combattere con loro.
That's it, my dear.
Sarà domani l'artefice e l'organizzatore della giusta pace tra i popoli! Italiani e italiane, ancora una volta in piedi! Siate degni di questa grande ora! Vinceremo!
Territory.
To return to the hotel.
The hotel? We've got to go to the embassy.
My dear, I know it was very stupid of me, but I left my briefcase with the manuscript at the hotel. I never thought he'd do it, the utter idiot.
I take you to the hotel immediately.
Wait a minute, stop!
Police.
Germans, too.
Never mind the manuscript. Let's go to the embassy.
Of course, your manuscript is very precious, Professor. But if worse come to worse, I can always get it for you.
Embassy.
Oh. Front gate.
No, it will only be worse there. But you should be able to pass through that line. With no trouble. Let's try.
Don't try and crash that cordon. Terry Young, man from UP, just got in a heck of a jam doing that. They took him away in a police car.
Should we go to the Vatican? Would be any use?
No, don't think of it. Nothing has been arranged. In time I can work out something, but now it could be the worst thing to do.
Natalie! What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, the ship's generator broke down. We had to come back and get a new armature. Hello, Doctor. Now listen, we're all in big trouble. I think the best thing for you to do is come along with me. Good.
Sorry about the accommodations, Natalie. I know how tough it's been on the baby.
I'm gagging on the stench for hours. I may never eat fish again.
You still have much further to go?
Should only be a few more minutes to the docks.
You know, I keep thinking about that diplomatic train. I still think that ship of yours is dangerous, but the diplomatic...
Aaron, you can go back to Rome and get on that train if you want to, but I won't!
Da dove?
Da Roma.
Da Roma. E dove andate?
A Napoli, a Porto.
Softias. Cosa rende?
Pesce, andiamo a Porto.
Solo pesce.
Solo pesce.
Sei sicuro?
Sicuro, niente altro.
They are coming. Quick, up the top. Natalie, you have to do something with the baby, please.
Basta. Possiamo fare una zuppa solo con aria? Andiamo. Avanti.
They are true now. Natalie, how on earth have you managed with the baby?
I gave him his dinner.
First, we have to install that thing and test it.
What did you say the name of the boat was?
It's now called the Redeemer, Turkish registry. Once you're aboard, you'll be secure. See, the harbor master and the Turkish consul have an excellent understanding.
But come aboard. We'll find a comfortable place for you.
I'm beginning to feel like a Jew.
I've never stopped feeling like one. I thought I'd gotten away from it. Obviously, I haven't. Come now.
Your quarters are through this passageway, Doctor. I'll show you the way.
You can relax now, Mrs. Henry. You're in Turkey. That's the start.
Hi, Dad. How about some breakfast?
Oh, no thanks, Jan. I'm still off schedule from all that traveling.
Oh, by the way, Fleet forwarded your mail. It's there on the table.
Dear Pug, I know this is the worst possible way to break this news to you in a letter which will reach you in a faraway place. I know how unfair it is. Pug, my love, You've always had your doubts that I was cut out to be a Navy wife. After all these years, I suppose I've proved it. Ever since Berlin, during your long absences, I've been seeing a lot of Palmer Kirby, and the fact is...
What's the matter, Dad?
Nothing.
Bad news from home?
Coffee's mighty hot. It's burned my tongue. Where's Warren, by the way?
Went to the ship. He expects to be back for dinner. I guess we can never be sure about anything anymore.
That's exactly right.
Dad, are you sure you won't eat something?
No, I don't want to eat. I guess I'm tireder than I figured. I might even crawl back in the sack for a bit.
Fresh bottle, Jazz. Hope they don't drink the whole thing.
Is he all right?
Oh, no, he's out. He's just out, cold.
Well, he was reading his mail. Now, I think something in one of those letters upset him. Maybe you should look at his mail.
Did you listen to the evening news?
No.
Big airstrike on Manila. They made a mess out of the Cavite Navy Yard. That's how the news Washington put out. The communicator of the Enterprise told me that 2 submarines were bombed. 1 sunk.
The devilfish? God, no. Maybe it's a mistake.
Maybe.
Hi, Dad.
Morning, Jan. My shower wake you up? I'm sorry.
No, Vic usually wakes me up at this time. Are you ready for some bacon and eggs?
As a matter of fact, that sounds great. Warren get back last night?
Yeah, he's getting dressed. Well, what are the orders for the day?
I see that an old buddy of mine is running sink pack personnel, Jack O'Larkin. I'm gonna see if I can't get him to shake loose another command for me.
It's a good idea, Dad.
Oh, good morning, Dad. How you feeling?
Not badly, considering. Did I empty the bottle?
Bone dry.
I only remember the first half of it.
Believe me, Dad, it was just what the doctor ordered. How about a little hair of the dog?
Not on your life. That's the road to perdition. This coffee is excellent.
Believe me, you picked a good day to sleep through. There's lots of news and none of it's good.
For instance?
Hitler and Mussolini have declared war on us.
They have? Ah, the lineup's complete. They're fools, though, making it easier for the president. Is that the worst of it?
They sort of plans to Cavite, Dad.
Any dough?
Not much. Apparently they went for the shore installations.
The devilfish was alongside.
Dad, I don't want to tell you this because it's unofficial. The word I got on the Enterprise was that they got 2 subs. One was the devilfish.
What about survivors?
Strong feeling that Byron's okay. There's so much confusion in this Navy right now. The word could be wrong.
It's a very comforting thought, Warren, until we get more definite information. What about you? Have you seen you?
I hope so. Sometime during this war.
No, I mean tonight.
That doesn't look like it, Dad. We sorted you, Dawn. Look, I'm going to leave the car for you in the staff parking lot. Why don't you drive it home when you're finished?
Right. Well, good luck, Warren. Good hunting. Philippine operations file.
Sir. There we are, sir. Sir? Is there anything wrong, sir?
Nothing. Where's Captain Larkin's office?
Building 3, sir.
Thank you.
Where in the world have you been, Pug? I tried to find you all yesterday afternoon. Hold the calls, Amory. Well, now, it's good to see you. Pug, I'm sorry about the California. She'd have had a great skipper.
Why were you trying to find me, Jocko?
Admiral Kimmel is going to be relieved at his own request. Like Louis XVI had himself shortened by a head at his own request. Now his successor is going to be Admiral Pye. The Admiral wants to start shaking up the staff. He wants you for operation. Now hold it right there, Pug. Hold it. This is as great a break as a man in our class can have. And remember, there are 6 Iowa-class battleships building now, due commission in 12 to 20 months. The world's greatest warships. And you're in line for one.
Jocko, get me a ship.
I am telling you.
Now, not 1943.
Pug, you don't say no to the fleet commander.
Where's Admiral Pye's office?
Will you sit down, you son of a bitch? By God, you never could play football or tennis. And you don't think straight either. Now sit down. Is everything all right, Pug? I
I mean, you look a little green around the gills.
I hit the brandy a little too hard last night.
You did? You?
I didn't like losing to California.
I understand. How's Rhoda?
Fine.
Let's see now. Hey, you have a boy aboard the Enterprise. Is he all right?
I also have a son on the Devilfish.
Devilfish?
That's right.
I'm sorry, Pug. The Northampton might conceivably be available.
The Northampton? God love you, Jocko. That's about the heaviest thing we've got left around here.
Pug, I don't care. A cruiser command doesn't compare with St. Pack's deputy chief for operations, and you know it.
Now you listen to me, Jocko. I've shuffled all the high strategy papers I ever want to see in this Navy. I'm a sailor and a gunner, and there's a war on. If you can't find anything else, get me a squadron of minesweepers. I want to go to sea.
I hear you, Pug. Loud and clear. One more flap I'll have with the Aston. I'll give it a try.
And in conclusion, Rhoda, if I really believed this divorce would make you happy, I could endure it better. However, it strikes me as a calamity for you as well as me. I know the life we've been leading in recent years has put a strain on our marriage. In Manila, I said to Byron that we've become a family of tumbleweeds. That's the truth, and lately the winds of war have been blowing us all around the world. Right now, it strikes me that those same winds are starting to flatten civilization. All the more reason for us to hang on to what we have, mainly to love each other and our family, and love each other to the end. That's the way I've worked it out. I hope on further thought you will too. Love, Pug.
Oh, that's wonderful, Captain. Thank you so much for calling. You have no idea what this means. Yeah, he just drove in now, Captain. Yes, I'll be sure and tell him that too. Goodbye. Oh, Dad, he's all right. Byron's all right. It wasn't the devilfish.
Are you sure?
Yes, Captain Larkin just called. It's official. It was the sea lion that went down. Oh, and there was something else. Although I'm not quite sure what Captain Larkin meant.
What's that?
Well, he said to tell you she's all yours.
She's all yours? That's the whole message?
Yes, he said you'd know what he meant. More good news?
Pretty fair.
Maybe this calls for a celebration.
Maybe it does.
Dad, if you get hungry, I'm leaving a sandwich for you in the kitchen.
Thank you, Janice.
Now, are you sure you don't mind staying with Vic?
Of course not. I've got enough to do with these Northampton rosters to keep me busy all evening.
Well, is there anything else I can get for you before I leave? Another cup of coffee?
Thanks, Jim.
I won't be long. These civil defense meetings usually break early. I'm a warden now.
Well, that's nice, Janice.
Dad, this arrived early this morning, and all the excitement, I forgot about it. I'm sorry.
Dearest, just this instant heard on the radio Japanese attack. Am utterly horrified. frightfully worried about you, desperately ashamed of that ridiculous, idiotic letter. Worst possible timing. Forget it, please. Please. And forgive. Hope you're safe and well. Cable me. Love, Rhoda.
Well?
Nothing, just something from Rhoda. You pass by Western Union on your way to the base, don't you?
Uh-huh.
You send the telegram for me?
Sure.
What's wrong with that?
How about love?
By all means. Thanks, Chan. You had that.
You know, war and ships sort of isn't done.
Yes, I know. So rich and lovely, why can your children find nothing better to do than to dig iron from the ground and work it into vast, grotesque engines for blowing each other up? Is it because Abel's next-door neighbor was Cain? Is it because if my enemies make deadly engines, then I must do it better, or die? Maybe the vicious circle will end this time. Maybe not. Maybe it will take Christ's second coming to end. Maybe it will never end. But it is 1941, and I know this. Until the life is beaten out of the monster Hitler, the world cannot move another inch toward a more sane existence. There is nothing to do now but win the war.